Welcome to this session on exploding your LinkedIn profile in 2025. I'm so excited to be doing some really hands-on and practical tips with you over the next hour. What is this session going to be about? It's going to have two parts. The first part is about building that LinkedIn profile. And the second part is more about growing your LinkedIn presence by writing content. We're starting by getting your profile open right now. First things first, your profile picture. Can you see your face? Is it 60% of the image? Is it clear? Is it bright? Is it a recent photo? This is the first thing to get across when you're building your profile. We've been on the other side before, the recruitment side, finding a business partner over LinkedIn. And it's no joke that a profile picture does make a difference when it comes to your presence. Here are examples of great profile pictures. You can see your face. It's clear, bright, it stops around the shoulders and chest. And we're going to say it's a recent photo. Next one is check your banner photo. Do you have one? The ideal one, and this is something that we've talked about with recruiters before, it's one where you just see something that represents who they are without distracting the profile. If you really want to just you have this photo you really want to show to the world and you think it represents you, then go for it. Otherwise, if you're floating through space and you're like, I really don't have a strong preference, here are some examples. This is an example of someone who actually used their banner photo to showcase their career journey. It's a great way for you to show the amount of experience that you have. And if you have some amazing companies, this is a way to showcase that as well. This one. Now, this person is showcasing that they're speaking. I think it makes sense given their headline says, I'm a speaker, 500 plus paid conference keynote. The aesthetic is neat, not too distracting, and professional looking. Oftentimes, when you have 3 photos that you want to put into your banner, it might look really cluttered, it might look really bright, it might look distracting. This one adds a black and white filter across it so that it looks less distracting, and you can actually focus more on the colorful parts, which is the profile photo and the highlighted words. If you want to find an easy way to create a better banner photo, highly recommend, that photo didn't load. Highly recommend checking out Canva. Canva does have a ton of templates that you can use. And highly recommend checking out Unsplash if you want to have a stock image that you can use for free and put it in your LinkedIn banner. So that's 2. We've got 2 down, 8 to go. What else is in a LinkedIn profile? It's the headline next. Your headline is another way to express yourself. Anyone that is a recruiter that is using the recruiter premium LinkedIn subscription, when they are searching for candidates, their view shows 3 things: profile photo, name, and headline, which is why some great advice for a headline is that it should do at least one of 3 things. Explain your current role, show your skills or keywords, or highlight your value. This is good advice. If you're not looking for a job, then you can think about who is my audience. Why do I want to grow my profile? As Natasha at Nextwork. I'm here on LinkedIn to engage with students that learn with Nextwork. That's my entire goal. I'm not here to look for a job. Building AWS projects for 60K plus learners at Nextwork. That's what I do. That's why I'm on LinkedIn. These templates, like this one specifically, is great for going into a career you might be new to. Your headline's role is to quickly convince a recruiter why you are a right fit, even if your experience section doesn't match their search terms. Target job title, vertical line, high priority skills, personal branding statement. Pro tip, get ChatGPT for help. Search in ChatGPT, I'm a cloud engineer, cloud solutions architect, cloud security expert. Write a LinkedIn headline in the format. Target job title, high priority skills, personal branding statements. There's this one that says, role at company, helping audience achieve this result. Pretty good. If I were to apply that, I would say generalist at Nextwork, vertical line, helping students learn AWS and AI. It's pretty fun. I really like the way you can adapt these templates. Here are the examples. This is someone using the vertical lines to showcase their job and interests. This one is a classic for anyone trying to sell or build their business profile. If you're here to build a business or a consultancy, that your headline starts with who you're helping and how first. Cool. If that ChatGPT prompt wasn't helpful, My second recommendation is to go into this LinkedIn blog that's called 10 eye-catching LinkedIn profile headlines to inspire your own. A lot of these examples is like literally from that blog as well. And it's genuinely good tips in this blog. Someone from Twitch says, I only just have student at university. Should I be revamping mine or should I just stay humble as a student? Valid question. Especially when you're a student, you might be thinking that you might not have enough experience to come off as someone that is credible or someone that deserves like such a grand title. But other students are already doing it. You could put the fact that you're a student at X university last in your headline. First, add the role you're going into, followed by the skills or projects that you've done. But really the skills, I would say, before you go into the fact that you're a student. All right, team. 3 down, 6 to go. We're now at number 4, your summary. Instead of following any template that claims this is the must-do summary for LinkedIn, we follow who we're doing this for. Number 1. I want next work students to be seeing my profile and my summary. So I write something the students will get. Like Natasha is writing an AWS or AI project. Check out my portfolio here. It'll be awesome for them to get inspired by showcasing my portfolio. This is how you just talk to your audience in your summary. Are you writing how you speak is a big one too. The pro tip here is LinkedIn only shows the first 4 lines of your summary before that see more button. People structure their about to hook readers with impactful points. So give that a go. You have something like this as a template if you want to follow a template. Shout out to some great LinkedIn summaries that are out there that use storytelling, maybe use lists. So 6 quick things about me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or really show a structured way to showcase their skills. Put the I at the start of the sentence because this profile is about you. Some things that could guide you is think about the greatest compliment you ever got at work. What are you best known for? Who are you the go-to person for? Are there any achievements that you like to shout out? Awards that you like to shout out? Those are totally possible as well. Now on to work experience. Is it in reverse chronological order? It's surprising to see the number of people that actually don't have this in the correct order. Does the experience part focus on achievements with numbers and action verbs rather than just the job title? For me personally, it's best to write this as I go in my job because it's so easy to forget what you've achieved. Every 3 months, do a LinkedIn refresh and add 1 bullet point on something new. You can add videos, case studies, or testimonials in your experience. You can click on that pencil icon for your experience and then click on the pencil icon for the experience itself, like that block. And that's how you can add media here. On this add media area, you can add a link, you can add some images as well. So that's awesome. Cool. Like I mentioned before, it's about showcasing results and using bullet points to break things up a bit better. So that was number 5 on work experience. Ask yourself, scroll through your work experience and take notes on whether it's in bullet points, whether you have statistics or action words, whether the experience is in reverse chronological order. All right. Number 6 is skills. Check your profile. What do we have in the skills section? And does it match up with what you want people to know about you? That's the big question. Shout out to the student Nikhil that endorsed my skill here as well. That's so sweet. 3 skills for myself: cloud computing, cloud applications, and community building. What's key for you? What do you want your audience to know about you and your skills? I would recommend that from a job seeking perspective as well. If someone has a skill related to your search, it's like a whole line. Like you are seeing it. They have listed the skill. Even if a recruiter might not notice it, it gives your profile like more space in the search results. Now, the cool thing about skills is you can have a big skills section in your profile or go into your experience section, add skills from here as well. So you know what, let me add cloud computing here right now. Click save. That ranks that skill higher because now it lives in 2 different parts of your profile. That will boost yourself even higher in the search results. It's almost like you're treating your LinkedIn profile as an SEO game. How many times are you using LinkedIn features to showcase specific keywords that people might search for? For anyone new to skills, the skills section, you find it by clicking add profile section. It's under corner. Filling out these sections will help you be discovered by recruiters and people you may know. Now that we've got skills down, I really like this tip. I don't know who has a profile URL right now, but if you do, shout out to you. When you have your LinkedIn profile open, you're going to notice that there's something at the side here that's a public profile and URL. Click on that pencil icon here. There's this edit your custom URL section that you can personalize. The reason this is helpful is also because, one, it keeps things very neat for you when you're trying to link different things. And also, if you need to send that link raw to someone, not embedded in something, someone texted you, "Oh, send me your LinkedIn profile," and you DM them back your LinkedIn profile. It feels cleaner. Bit of a bonus one, this one. Once you have your personal URL, do you have a link to your website? Not just if you have a website, but if you have a portfolio, CV, blog. Let's say you're putting content on social media and you want people to see your Instagram page as well. To set this up, go into your profile and click on that little click on this little pencil icon right underneath your banner. Under contact info, click edit contact info, list it as a website type. Personal, company, blog, RSS feed, portfolio, or other. Nice. Okay, we have 2 more tips left now. Next up is to add a project. So to add a project, you would click add profile section, go into recommended, then click add projects. You can add a project name if you were to do a Nextwork project. You can showcase them on your profile. If I wanted to showcase my project on turning data into an AI chatbot, I can copy this easily. I can put that in here. And then you can add documents like PDFs. If you're doing a Nextwork project, add Nextwork as your education provider. You can say this project was associated with Nextwork, so we can give you a shout out when tagged. Lovely. Last one is your visibility check. When I check in with students on their LinkedIn profiles, what is surprising is when you ask them who can see this content, and they're like, isn't it by default everyone? Check your visibility settings. Who can see your posts, your profile, the details of your profile? You will be surprised if you've had your profile for a good amount of time, whether these settings are what you want. Let's do a 30-second visibility check together right now. Click on your profile icon. Click on settings and privacy. Open it. You might look at something like this. So I'm just actually gonna rejig this so that we're looking at visibility and then go through these settings. Who can see or download your email address? Who can see members you follow? Who can see your last name? Profile discovery and visibility off LinkedIn. Can they show information about your profile to users of other services like Outlook? Profile discovery using your email or phone number. Allow organizations to see when you visit their LinkedIn page. So many settings you can play with. The other thing to mention is if creating content, and we're going to talk a bit more about content in a second. Click on your post that you're writing and just make sure that the visibility is correct as well. Just make sure that the visibility says anyone can see it and that for comments, anyone can comment as well if you're wanting everyone to participate. Great. We just ran through a quick fire recap of LinkedIn profiles. So now that we have done like the update of your profile, we're going to go into the growth side of things. If you were here to update your profile, you might think I'm done. We have a strong reason for going into content or just even thinking about it, because the strong profile means people see something great, and strong content means people discover you in the first place. LinkedIn themselves post stats around the impact of posting. And LinkedIn members who post twice per week see up to 5 times more profile views. If you are feeling a little intimidated by content, if you think, no way I can be like one of those people that post twice a week, it just starts with engaging first. Commenting, liking, reposting absolutely helps with your profile's visibility. You don't have to be the poster. You can tag along someone else's post. If you go down the The writing content pathway, congratulations, that's huge. Something that I've learned a lot from great content creators in tech, cloud computing, and AI is to figure out why they want to be discovered and follow that instead of what gets likes. It's distracting to focus on likes. It's clearer and more powerful to focus on why you're writing and why you want to be discovered. If you're feeling shy, it doesn't have to be a post. It can be a poll. Polls are fun because you can write 2 sentences. Hey, came across an interesting opinion the other day. Do we like this better or this? People will engage. The number of comments and likes on a post is usually less than the amount of people engaging in the poll. So it's a great way to start. Just know that LinkedIn themselves have some great tips on how to write an engaging post, leading with a strong hook, writing in short paragraphs, using hashtags, tagging people, and ending with a call to action. They have a guide on creating engaging videos. These are the infographics that I've taken from entire blogs. LinkedIn themselves giving you tips on how to do this well. I'd recommend checking these out if the creator path is for you. People can tell when something is written with AI, especially if you're copying that first post that ChatGPT generates. It pains me to see amazing people writing content that doesn't help their profile. Because you're already putting in the effort to write it, let's make that time well spent on content that makes an impact. Use AI the right way by using it for ideating, feedback, creating first drafts. This is a great AI prompt you can use. This prompt has been helpful to copy and paste into ChatGPT to get ChatGPT to become your helper as you start growing your LinkedIn profile and your brand. So let's open up ChatGPT here. Let's put this prompt inside. Okay. And it will ask you 10 clarifying questions. Answer these 10 questions, and ChatGPT will generate a custom 5-step roadmap for your LinkedIn growth. Post templates exist. If you are doing a specific thing, you can always Google or put into Perplexity or ChatGPT. Can you give me a post template for this? Post templates are usually a lot less AI-ified compared to asking ChatGPT to write the post for you. So there's a difference there. You can ask AI to just write the post for me, or you can ask AI to give me a template. And then you fill out the template, send it back for a final like grammar spelling check. I Googled post template for job seeking or announcing that I'm looking for a job. This was an awesome template. Okay. Let's say you are 1 month down the line in your content and your growth plan. You're thinking, how can I grow my following? The 80-20 rule is golden in marketing. When you're posting and you might want to be selling something, you would go 80% educational and value content, and then 20% is the actual salesy content about closing a deal or promoting a product. The educational content can be things you've learned, tools you're using, industry news and opinions, something that left an impression on you, lessons learned the hard way, what makes you good at your job or skill, what content would you want to see and follow. Tracksuit is an example of that 80-20 rule. This company is putting out software related to brand marketing, but you don't see them talk about their product. They're usually reporting on insights in the industry, which is awesome. And you will see only 20% of their content is about themselves specifically. I highly recommend checking this out as an example of the 80-20 rule. Another example of the 80-20 rule is from Victoria Saman, an amazing content creator in cloud computing and AI. Check out Victoria's profile as a way to see at what points does Victoria promote herself, at what points are Victoria's posts actually just about something completely not about herself, but something that's about industry tips that her audience would want to see. Great source of inspiration. Use a LinkedIn text formatter. This is how people can actually bold their text and do things in italics. They can say, bold this for me. And then you can just copy the bolded format and put it in your post like this. And then it's nicely formatted. Thank you to LinkedIn text formatter. Final boss, extra advanced tips are now incoming. Jasmine is an awesome creator on LinkedIn. And I personally follow Jasmine's tips for content creation. Here are top ones I've seen. The first 3 lines of your post are critical. Treat them as an entire post. Keep hooks as one-liners. First 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. After that, it's see more. First 3 lines, deliver a promise. My dear son, writing hack is used by millions. And then you reveal what the hack is later in the post. And something else that Jasmine does really well is to actually engage in the comments of his post as well. So value on LinkedIn is determined by comments underneath the post. Use author comments, so comment on your own post because they're always pinned to the top and people will give them great reactions if you're giving away some extra tips, bonus lessons within that comment too. Last advanced tip from Jasmine is to use visual formatting. Look at the lines written in a satisfying way. This one gets longer, this one gets shorter. He uses emojis for signaling, pointing at stuff, putting things in pairs and groups. He's written about the impact that formatting, just literally the visual look of your post, and how impactful that's been on the performance of his post as well. That was a packed little session on building your profile as well as different tips for content creation as well. So to summarize, here are 3 key actions you can do today or tomorrow. First, check off the 10 items for your profile, and you might end up writing an action plan for sections that you want to revamp. Next, engage with 5 LinkedIn posts. Follow creators you thought write great posts. Victoria Saman, Jasmine, I look at their posts a lot. I follow Tracksuit as a brand. That's why they are top of mind. Third was to run that ChatGPT prompt we shared to generate your own personalized LinkedIn growth strategy. Thanks for coming along. And this is also inspired by a blog that we've written last year on the Ultimate LinkedIn Profile Guide for 2024. If you want more, find us on Substack. You can also check us out on YouTube. We're Nextwork or It's Nextwork. A big shout out to everyone that's been so engaging over Zoom, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. It's been a joy. We'll stay in touch. Thank you so much.